Oh my shit on my
No, we're just doing some video and that's it, we're going now.
Abandoned places are never truly silent. From the outside, they may look empty and forgotten, but once someone steps inside, the atmosphere can change completely. Tonight, we're looking at some of the most unsettling abandoned building encounters caught on camera. In this following encounter, a fearless YouTuber and one of his friends explored a hidden basement buried beneath a snow-covered forest. Inside, they found clear signs that someone had been living there. Personal belongings were scattered around the room. Candles had been carefully arranged everywhere. They walked away that day, but curiosity eventually brought him back alone.
Сейчас подхожу к этому подвалу, я туда очень сильно боюсь идти. Я с учетом один. Ну, ладно, все, ребята. Но я чисто должен ради контента зайти, проверить. Я надеюсь, что никаких сектантов там нет. Я сейчас просто зайду, осмотрю там все. Ну, думаю, там будет лежать, как вчера, вот эти свечки и футболка. И часы там еще лежали. Вот этот подвал, смотрите, как тут его снегом засыпало. Вчера такого не было. Блин, тут сейчас все снегу, скользко. Опасненько сюда заходить. Ну, сейчас я зайду. Жесть. Скользко, боюсь навернуться тут. Выше, если тут на камнях упасть, можно и спину сломать. Вот этот подвал. Вот, я захожу в подвал.
The next day, he returned alone. As soon as he entered the snowy forest, he noticed fresh footsteps cutting across the untouched snow. But when he reached the hidden shelter, nothing seemed to have changed. The abandoned belongings remained exactly where they had been before. He continued toward the hidden entrance. Then suddenly, he heard something unexpected.
Вот. Короче, ладно, сейчас иду в ту комнату. Капец, тут прикольно. Слышите? Да, какие-то голоса были. Там вот. Они очень далеко. Тихо. Смотрите. С той комнаты.
Soft voices drifted through the darkness, repeating the same phrases with an unnatural rhythm. It felt less like people talking and more like some kind of ritual. He quickly understood he had entered the middle of something he was never meant to witness. Looking deeper into the darkness, he saw several figures gathered around. Seconds later, they all slowly turned in his direction. From that moment, the entire situation became far more dangerous.
Там что-то писает. Я боюсь. Стой тут. Стой тут. Там сатанисты. Кусты. Я тут не пройду. Они сейчас сюда будут выходить. Они тут. Я не знаю, куда мне прятаться. Я еще только как не бежал. Вот. Я буду прятаться тут. Они меня не увидят, думаю. это выходит. Жесть. Эти сектанты там идут. Это жесть. Это жесть. Я такое заснял, это контентище, просто капец. Ладно, мне страшно идти. Мне очень страшно идти за ними, вы понимаете? Вы понимаете, у меня руки трусятся, мне холодно. Я только что такое видел в том подвале. Я, наверное, все за ними прослежу и вызываю мусоров. Потому что это не...
The moment he saw them turn, instinct took over. He sprinted out of the basement and without looking back, went into the frozen forest. Footsteps echoed somewhere behind him, and with every step, it felt as though someone was getting closer. Suddenly, the forest fell silent. The footsteps disappeared, and the voices were gone. Somehow, he managed to escape, but whatever happened inside that hidden shelter remained a mystery. In this footage, Joe and Elliot from the YouTube channel Ghost Theory travel to a place where many believe the past never truly disappeared. On November 15th, 2021, they ventured into the infamous Berlitz Sanatorium Hospital to spend an entire night exploring its abandoned halls. The vast complex carries a history marked by tragedy, countless death, and multiple murders. Decades of neglect have left its crumbling corridors at the center of countless paranormal stories. As darkness settled over the property, the two explorers stepped inside, unaware that the night ahead would become one of the most unforgettable experiences of their lives.
What was that? Me?
Yeah. We are in 100% the creepiest place I've ever been in my life.
I gotta need your help.
Yeah, Elliot's just dislocated his shoulder.
Not in here.
It's not handy.
I dislocated it by slipping outside.
But this is the building. I'm not even joking, I am actually shaking right now.
Oh God.
I've never felt this nervous in an abandoned house, in an abandoned building.
Almost immediately, the atmosphere felt different. A crushing silence filled the abandoned hospital, while the air itself seemed strangely heavy. Within a few moments, Joe and Elliot realized why this forgotten building had earned such a disturbing reputation.
Come through here, just the vibe in this place. And that says it all. Doesn't it? What even is that made of? That's still wet.
What?
Is it not? It is.
It's the wet.
I mean, what's this? Is it paint?
The smell.
Doesn't smell of anything, does it?
No.
Oh man, I don't like this. I really do not like this.
Barely 2 minutes after entering, the explorers came across something deeply unsettling. They spotted the word "help" marked across a wall in what appeared to be fresh blood. The message instantly raised questions. If this was waiting near the entrance, what could be lurking deeper inside the abandoned hospital? Despite the warning, they pressed forward until another chilling discovery stopped them again.
Glass, that. Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
I swear there wasn't there a second.
What does that leave? That says leave.
It does, yeah.
It's still dripping.
What's it? What is it?
Soon they uncovered another unsettling message. This one delivered a far more direct warning: leave. Although they attempted to stay calm and dismiss it, the uneasy feeling surrounding them only became harder to ignore.
We're in an abandoned hospital. There's somebody. What was that?
You just heard that.
Yeah, like a knock right behind me.
Yep.
What?
I just heard furniture dragging from upstairs.
That.
Is it wind? Can you hear that?
Yeah. I could hear lots of odd things. I don't know. I can't tell if it's something outside or not.
The deeper they ventured, the stranger the building became. Quiet whispers, creaking floors, and the slow sound of something being dragged drifted through the darkness. But the source of those noises remains a mystery.
Furniture dragging upstairs for real. I kind of don't want to go up there.
I'm being totally honest, I have never been so terrified of a building in my life. I don't want to stop recording because I feel like something's going to happen.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like...
Yeah.
Just... What even is there? Is that a bag of fucking blood?
Is it a blood bag? Is that where the blood's come from? It's a blood bag.
There was actually... Oh my god.
It's a blood bag.
But you can sort of see inside it and there's red coming out of it.
Yeah.
What on earth?
Filming your kneecaps.
We need to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Before long, the dragging sound returned from the upper floor. Then they came across a bag that appeared to contain blood. Every instinct told them to leave immediately, but they refused to end the investigation and headed upstairs.
Gotta wonder if this is even worth coming up here. There's no roof.
Hold on. It's just weird seeing shadows and stuff. I think it was just my light. Alright, let's go.
Shit
What
on
was
my
that?
absolute head.
What was that?
Not a shit, not a clue.
Was that someone coming through? Did that come from up here?
Wait, no, down here. Right. Down here.
The moment they stepped onto the upper level, a sudden crash echoed from another part of the building. The noise froze them for a moment before curiosity pushed them onward. They continued searching, but the upper floor was dangerously unstable, so they returned to the lower floor.
Right. Really sorry, guys, about the upstairs. There's no way, it's just carpet. It's just too dangerous, so we're just going to stick to the downstairs, which is the bigger part of the entire hospital anyway, as I think the upstairs is only sort of some bedrooms.
There is so much going on down here right now. Seriously. Is there anyone else here with us?
That was instant.
Is there anyone from the spirit world who wants to communicate with us? I swear to God, there's someone around that corner. Hello?
Go down, go down.
I'm actually going to need Jesus after this.
They called out, asking if anyone else was inside the building, but no one responded. Instead, they heard the faint sound of slow footsteps moving through a nearby hallway.
We've kind of collected our thoughts a little bit. There is a lot of loud dripping. There's also a lot of fireworks going off because it's fireworks night.
Yeah, that's not helping.
But there are still noises coming from down here.
It's like, because we're sort of like chilled out a bit as well, so, you know. Where should we go next?
For a brief moment, everything became quiet. Believing the moment had passed, Elliot decided to try communicating with anything that might still remain inside the hospital. But what happened next was something neither of them expected.
Gonna do some calling out, because this is the main corridor, which is... See, I keep thinking I hear noises over there. Is there anybody here? Can you please just make a sound?
Oh my shit on my What the hell?
Should we go?
Did you get that on camera?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
Sake.
I'm shaking.
Please tell me we got
Look,
that on camera.
I don't know.
What the hell?
I actually don't know.
Without any warning, a nearby door suddenly slammed onto the floor with a deafening crash. The violent impact sent Joe and Elliot into complete panic. They rushed toward the opposite end of the hallway.
Should we go? Should we call it?
I feel completely frozen.
I don't know what to do. I
don't know what to do because I don't want to just start. Oh fuck me, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to start going out because something might be fucking. One of us is going to have to stay in here on our own.
Okay, that's just...
What?
Despite their growing fear, they forced themselves to stay composed. After waiting silently for several minutes, they slowly returned to the fallen door, searching every corner for a logical explanation. But nothing they found could explain how the door had come off its hinges. The incident remained a mystery.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, we're just going to leave out of respect then.
Yeah.
I think we've just caught some crazy-ass evidence. I've never seen that in my life. I think we've just caught enough there to completely conclude this entire investigation.
Eventually, both explorers felt they had seen enough. The abandoned hospital had left them with far more questions than answers. They returned to their hotel unharmed, yet deeply unsettled by everything they had experienced. The source of the unexplained sounds and strange events inside the building has never been identified, but what you are about to see next is even more unsettling. The following footage features Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill, an explorer known for documenting forgotten places with disturbing histories. In this investigation, he travels to the abandoned ghost town of Elder Wood in East Cleveland, where an entire deserted street has been left to decay. The moment he arrives, the silence feels unnatural, and one location immediately captures his attention. At the center of the empty neighborhood stands an old, abandoned church, and that's where he decides to begin his exploration.
Wow. It's surprisingly not in too bad of shape, even though it's still in bad shape. Why is this organ propped up like this? Look at that. Yeah, that shit's holding it up. That's strange. Over here looks like it's in good shape. It's just knocked over. No. to. Well, look, it's a Yamaha. It was probably a really good piano at one point. Vandalism.
The church immediately reveals years of neglect. Broken stained glass, collapsing interiors, and complete silence make the building feel deeply unsettling. Yet the crumbling structure isn't what worries Chris the most. His biggest concern is crossing paths with someone still hiding inside. Even with that thought lingering in his mind, he refuses to leave. Pushing aside the growing tension, he continues deeper into the ruins, determined to discover what the forgotten church is still hiding.
Oh shit, look at that. That hole goes straight down to the basement. Yeah, this is dangerous. I have to be really careful walking on this stuff. That's sketchy. This floor is like really thin. I could probably easily fall through. I think somebody's up here. Sounds like bags. You hear that? Shit. Somebody's back here. I can hear him. Somebody's back here.
Then suddenly, unfamiliar noises drifting through the abandoned church, breaking the dead silence surrounding Chris. Every creak and faint movement makes the empty halls feel far less empty than before. Refusing to ignore it, he slowly follows the sounds, carefully stepping across the weakened wooden floor while searching every dark corner. His flashlight sweeps through the shadows as he tries to discover whether another person or something else is sharing the building with him.
Maybe it was outside. That noise I was hearing.
After checking the area, he finds absolutely no one. The discovery brings only brief relief because the unexplained sounds remain a mystery. Then, he decides to check the only section still unexplored, the church basement. As he slowly makes his way down the aging staircase, the air turns colder and a heavy, damp smell fills the darkness. Every step deeper convinces him that something about this abandoned church simply isn't right, but curiosity keeps pulling him forward.
This is like a homeless shelter haven. There's minimal water damage and tons of airflow. So I bet there's a lot of homeless people that come in here. Like, look at that. This is like a little fire pit they started. See a bunch of charcoal right here. It's a little sketchy. creepy down here. Wow. God, it reeks down here. Sounded like talking. This is the entrance. It's not stopping pretty much anybody or anything from getting in this.
The church revealed no sign of another person, yet Chris left with more questions than answers. Since every corner of the church had already been checked, he began wondering if the sounds had actually come from one of the nearby houses. Ignoring the growing sense of danger, he made his way toward the buildings, knowing someone could be sheltering inside.
This is crazy looking. There couldn't possibly be someone living in there. But there might be because both doors are locked. That's super weird. Now that's super sketchy.
As he approached one particular house, an uneasy feeling came over him. Every instinct told him someone might still be living there, urging him to turn back before it was too late. But the moment he looked inside, his suspicion was confirmed. Someone else was there, and he was no longer exploring the neighborhood alone.
Somebody's behind that curtain, I bet. Hello? Excuse me, hello? Hello? Alright, I'm gonna leave it alone. I learned my lesson before. Front door's locked. This door's locked. And the only reason there's not a door locked on this end is because it has no door. And then you walk over here, fucking curtains. Yeah, somebody's in there. Hello?
Then, a faint rustling sound suddenly breaks the silence. Chris immediately focuses on a curtain stretched across the room, looking as though it was deliberately hiding whoever remained inside. One poor decision could turn the situation into something far more dangerous. Rather than risking a confrontation, Chris quietly backs away and leaves the house behind. Although he escaped unharmed, but the encounter left him with more questions than answers. Whatever was happening inside that forgotten neighborhood remained unexplained. By May 2025, a once forgotten hospital somewhere in the United Kingdom had entered its final days. A new owner had taken control of the property, and demolition crews were preparing to begin a large redevelopment project. Before the building disappeared for good, YouTuber Razor Twisted Exploring Extras and his friend set out to explore what remained inside. They knew from the beginning that getting onto the property would be far more difficult than before, but they had no idea what was about to happen once they got inside.
Doors open on that side. Doors open on that side. Wow, look at these green tiles.
We trying to call you, man.
No, we're just doing some video and that's it, we're going now.
We're seeing you here.
Yeah, we're just urban explorers. Urban explorers. Abandoned buildings and stuff like that.
You've been here before, haven't you?
No, never.
No, first time.
Did the police pull you on last week?
No, first time for us. First time for us, bro. We didn't even know that it was getting developed.
What do you mean? Develop? Oh, they locked it down. I don't know what they're doing after that. I don't know.
But as soon as we seen you, was
We shouted you when we heard you from back, we shouted you, and then we just couldn't find you.
You never called me.
You did, you walked up back there.
I seen you sneak that way, and then I went down there to look for you, and you.
Yeah, we shouted you in hello, and then you disappeared down there, but like,
Yeah.
oh, go back down and find him then.
Yeah, you shouldn't be on here though.
No, right,
That's why
sir.
they got security on you now, because the police have said if you catch anyone on you, just ring them, and you'll all be locked up for trespassing. They fed everything, all right? How did you get on? Which way did you come in?
just the fence at the end here.
Well, through the garage.
Yeah, it's like almost like a ladder on the side here.
Come on,
We could show you, man. We could show you.
In June 2026, Chris began a dangerous overnight journey across several abandoned locations. His first destination was the long-forgotten Fisher Brothers factory, before continuing toward the deserted streets of East Cleveland. But the investigation took an unexpected turn almost as soon as he crossed the entrance. Instead of finding an empty structure, Chris was confronted by an aggressive homeless man who warned him to leave immediately.
What up, bro? I ain't gonna with your stuff. You good, bro? I ain't gonna with your stuff. You can come in. I'm just saying I ain't gonna with your stuff. You're fine, bro. Those scrappers is pissed. Jesus Christ.
Instead of letting the encounter escalate, Chris backed away from that part of the building and continued exploring somewhere else.
Smells like smoke. Oh, those are bats. Or birds, whatever. That scared the hell out of me.
Only a few minutes later, another unexpected sound broke the silence.
You hear that? Damn. I hope they're not coming up. Hopefully they stay down there.
Guys, it is so hot, man, in this building. Yo, what the hell? Damn, dude. These damn bugs. Shit, let me go down. Is the door open? Yeah, it's open.
He was fully aware someone else was inside, but that didn't stop him from exploring.
Let me check in here real quick first. But I think those guys are over there. In that, room. I think I'm almost at the first floor, too. Someone's boot. There's nothing here. Oh, somebody comes over here. Maybe he was trying to make it to this little den right here. Yeah, they definitely come over here. Here it is. Definitely homeless people. They might be in here right now. Damn. Tons of alcohol. Beer cans.
The farther he explored, the clearer it became that homeless people had been living there.
There's someone's clothes back there. Hello? Bro. Dude, I thought this was somebody, like, bed. There's jeans. Those are brand new. You don't see that every day. Oh, what up, man? I saw you the other day, didn't I? Let me come in for a second. How long you been staying here? Yeah. Yeah.
Get out of the rain and get out of, people who got or whatever and don't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of their face, because, you walking around them and they ain't feeling you, you get spit on, get cussed at or whatever. It's kind of,
Before long, his suspicion was confirmed when he came across a man inside, but the encounter remained peaceful.
Well, here you go, man. I try to help everybody that I, less fortunate that I stumble across, and yeah, man, stay safe. It's a big apartment too. How it smells, dude. I think I'm good. This is literally just a crack house, bro.
From there, he headed toward East Cleveland. Once inside, he quickly realized the building was far less remarkable than he had expected.
God, this place fell apart pretty quickly.
There wasn't much left to document, so he stepped outside to inspect the surrounding area, where a strong, foul smell filled the air.
It smells real funny. That's why I got real quiet. I'm actually concerned. I'm hoping it's like a dog or something, but it's some it smells like. And these bugs are torturing me. They will not leave this light alone. I might have to come here during the day. This.
Afterward, Chris headed back inside and explored sections he had skipped earlier. Those rooms also contained clear signs that people had been staying there.
And they too out. Oh, and they too out here. Look, someone's weave. Two's weave. And they're down here. They must stay in one of the rooms down there, but I'm not, bro. I got my bike with me and all this stuff. I just really don't want to have no encounters right now, dude. My God. People are entering, or coming in. Those beeps throw me off so hard.
Exploring abandoned buildings after dark always carries an unpredictable risk. The people Chris encountered, even the man who confronted him at first, chose not to let the situation turn violent. If things had unfolded differently, the outcome might have been far worse. But encounters like this show how quickly a simple exploration can turn into something far more dangerous.